Hi everybody. My name is Coralie. And before I start, I just want to say I think this is a really great idea to do a video blog. I love having the opportunity to show my face and see everybody else's faces instead of just reading one another's discussion posts. Um, so to answer the first question about the presentation, I noticed three counseling skills in particular, and I think they all followed the listening cycle that was described. The first was the overall demeanor of the counselors. They both presented themselves in a very calm, warm, and non-judgmental manner. They both maintained eye contact and listened attentively the whole time that the client spoke. Also, they facilitated the sessions with great opening questions and leading questions, such as where would you like to start? What can I help you with today? Tell me more. All of these questions allowed the clients to direct the session, and it encouraged them to elaborate on the issues that were most pressing to them. I think that's really important. So both the verbal and the nonverbal prompts were very inviting, number one. The second skill that was demonstrated was the ability to listen and observe long enough to gather and process sufficient information. I feel like the counselor did a great job at letting the clients verbalize complete trains of thought and emotion, so that they could understand the complexity of the problem and its context rather than zeroing in on one particular issue or an isolated issue. So by being fully present and engaged as listeners, the counselors were able to ask clarifying questions along the way. They were able to offer descriptive words to help the clients identify their feelings, and they were able to effectively summarize and reiterate the thoughts and feelings that the clients were trying to communicate. So this was a great example of the act of reflecting feelings, number two. The third skill was the ability of the counselors to help the clients connect the dots, so to speak. There was an array of thoughts and feelings that the clients were expressing, and the counselors seemed really skilled at helping the clients find personal relevance. This allowed them to explore exactly how the presenting issues pertain to their individual, family, and cultural beliefs. So the counselors were then able to understand and reflect meaning, number three. So there you have it. The whole listening cycle, invitational skills, paraphrasing, reflecting feelings, and meaning. To answer the second question, the session presented in the videos was pretty close to what I expected to see. I was actually surprised and impressed at the amount of insight that the counselors were able to offer through paraphrasing and reflection. They were really, really good at putting all the pieces together and helping the clients create a more expansive, clear picture for themselves. And I do believe that this is a highly developed skill and one that I hope to have as a counselor. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was something that tumbled around in my head during the whole duration of this assignment, and that was the discussion of common curative factors. In chapter 6 of the book that we're reading, Counseling Today, Foundations of Professional Identity, 2013, by Darcy Granello and Mark Young. They stress the importance of not zeroing in on any particular theory or combination of theories at this point, but rather being able to identify the common curative factors. Yeah, those things that are common to all theories that provide the most opportunities for client change. Granello and Young state, in particular, that the best predictor of success in counseling can be attributed to counselor-client relationship factors. They then go on to explain that counselor empathy is the best predictor of outcome. This information was quoted from Granello and Young, 2012, page 189. Overall, I thought the counselors most closely resembled a person-centered approach. They were mostly non-directive, they were warm and empathetic, they showed positive regard toward the clients, and they seemed to place an emphasis on creating a good working relationship with the clients. That's it. I look forward to responses. Thank you, and God bless.